Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so it is 3 days out until Nell is completely done and gone. So if you haven't already and you want to maximize on the best team in the game, being Nell being one of the characters required, yeah, well, as it states, you've got 3 days and 14 hours left of her. Obviously, the new update will begin on the 13th, and that will be the release of my Yuri, aka the new high rarity support character that is on a universal scale, supporting supporting everyone, but more so for the abnormal damage side of things, of course. And so, yeah, we've got all of that to look forward to. Now, something that was mentioned within the live streams as the developers were speaking of. Also, I'm just going to quickly throw this out there. Now, as we all know, the game has been having issues with Shueisha, and one of the big reasons why there isn't like a big official live streams and why they took down their videos and whatnot, it's because of Shueisha, by the way. Like, it still annoys me to how Shueisha's kind of handling things with this game and making things a lot more difficult for the dev teams when it's just like it's so unnecessary. But again, as I've mentioned before, fair play to the developers for kind of overcoming all the stress and all the annoyance that's been put ahead of them, all the hurdles. So yeah, fair play on the developers of overcoming of it all. Now, one thing which I wanted to talk about, which was kind of a reason to why I brought up about how Shueisha's kind of, doing the devs dirty, is that by causing issues with Grimjow's situation, of course, one thing which was picked up on, and that was a potential new typing being introduced into the game to kind of alleviate that pressure of, if something does go wrong, there's something that they can bounce back on, right? And so with that new typing, we've already spoken of, the developers did say that obviously with the rumors of the new typing, it's not something that they're necessarily going to be adding just yet, but they have confirmed that a new typing will be added into the game at a later time. Now, originally, I think for the most part, with all the characters that we've seen and that we have already in the game, I think a lot of us were leaning towards to say that, oh, maybe the Arrancars are going to be the first, I guess, lot of them to get the new typing. But no, the developers have actually confirmed on live stream that whenever a new typing does get introduced, which we will get a new typing, because I mean, what are we on? We've got yellow, blue, orange, red. Technically speaking, I mean, because if we're going from the colors from every other gacha that I'm sure we've all played, green and purple is what's left. Now, I don't think, well, could they add an extra typing? Possibly, like as in 2 additional, but we know that there's 1 additional typing being thrown into the mix. And so just to kind of put it plainly, we know that, as I've spoken of the Arrancars, they are not going to be their own typing, because Grimjow will be strike. However, I don't know what typing she will be. Ukiera right now is being thrown in the slash department, so in terms of the Arrancars, of course, they've got their typing situated with the typings that we have in game currently right now, so they will not be their own typing, which is interesting because the route that they're taking for having their own typing, it low-key kind of fits them to actually have their own typing, because the next time we see a new typing within the game itself will be when we are, number 1, in the 1000-year Blood War arc, and number 2, when the Quincy's make their appearance known within the game. I think it's a cool concept to have the Quincy's to have their own typing. I think that's really dope, hence why I say I think that concept could have been carried over 100%, and plus that would have then catered to the 2 remaining colours, as I've spoken of, being green and purple, right? Just going off from the colours that every gacha game has, of course, when they're using those colour metrics to give you guys the advantage play and whatnot. Anyway, so with all of that, yeah, when it comes to the new typing, if you guys needed to know when it's going to be coming about, who it's going to be affecting, it's essentially on the 1000-year Blood War arc, and it's the Quincy's that are going to be given the new typing, as developers have confirmed within the live stream, of course. Now, when could we expect this? Well, we know for this year there's a lot of things planned, there's a lot of things to look forward to. First Lord Ichiko right now is probably the biggest hype on what we're waiting for this year. We know that he's not going to be for the half-year anniversary, and so It's more so probably at the end of the year, I want to say. So with the release of the Quincy's, and I guess going into the 1,000-year Blood War arc, oof. Originally my thought process was 2027, but if I'm being honest, it's either going to be the end of 2027 or going into 2028. So it is a long wait, unless the developers choose to shoot the gun a lot earlier, which would be awkward. Because again, in terms of the characters within the Bleach roster, as you could say, you know, there are a plethora of characters to go through. Story-wise, you know, we're still kind of getting through it from the beginning, so hence why I say that I truly do believe that it's going to be a bit of a wait. But you never know what the developers do. I mean, look what happened to Aizen. He came in the game within a month's period. It was just kind of all of a sudden. So you never know. You never know what the developers are up to and when they want to release all of this or push for a new Titan, of course. So it is a possibility where they could just drop a Quincy in with a new typing early on, just to kind of get the ball rolling, to then go into the story and whatnot, or the story arc, etc. at a later time. That is a possibility. But if you guys wanted to know on what the situation is between the new typing, it is being pushed towards the Quincy's. So that is the situation on hand on who will be getting the brand new typing. Again, missed opportunity. I would speculate to be like, oh, what if they go back on their word with Grimmjow, but it's like full on confirmed that Grimmjow is strike. So it would not make any sense for them to start, you know, pushing for others to be new typing. I don't know. It's kind of like they come in a set. So Grimmjow's being strike. I think everyone else has to kind of follow ball. And again, Ulgihera is saying that from the leaks, looking as a slash DPS. So yeah, that is the situation on hand when it comes to the new typing. Once again, they're now fully promoting Mayuri's update being on the 13th. So yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to Nell's final week update, not much was given. I think I've already spoken about it to say that we only walked away with a measly 500 jades that we can farm up. Obviously, we've got our permanent stuff that we can farm up, which is a decent amount, so it's not too bad. But in terms of additional event, I think the only thing that was thrown into the mix was this, you know. So we was hoping for a little bit more, but we'll take the 500. We'll take the 500. But I've got enough to do to get me my guaranteed. So yeah, let's end it off on a high note, shall we? See what we can pull. And oh, first one, beautiful. Okay, cool. Oh, make sure the volume's up. All right, who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? But yeah, I do like the concept and how they're doing the whole new typing and bringing it in as a set for set characters. It's just unfortunate that well, I mean, it's not unfortunate that it's Quincy's, but it's a hell of a long wait. Is my game dead? Okay, I'm sure if I skip it, okay, I was gonna say, don't. Oh, I don't know why. I can't hear anything. I was literally like, wait, isn't that Byakuya? Urahara! That's what I'm talking about. That was literally, I can't believe that. Wow. We got the man of the hour. Let's freaking go. Alright. We've got 5 more singles, so see if I can get a cheeky SSR back to, well, hopefully within a couple of singles, probably not, but yeah, new typing has been I'm glad that the developers spoke about it, because again, we could be speculating for God knows how long. I mean, even with the upcoming Vasto Lord Ichigo releasing this year, I mean, obviously that could also be speculated to be a new typing, but I'm glad that the developers just kind of went out of their way and confirmed everything on what their plan is for the whole new typing, and that it is pushed towards the Quincy's, of course. But yeah, Dubutahara, I'll take that.